Maneva na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Memwako aba edeba PENDREAM TV so me sure say and any day kan ya or share na or subscribe to channel no click bell no so say the news to also sabet mi aka na wate. E sure say obe share ama manfo so nsa aka no ho ne ekoso ye memho. Eye Edudzi Godwin Tamakloe oye NDC for lawyer baako na aba abonten abekasa. Ede afa AC penyina efre na Mensah ho chirema. Mensah maami bi se ohwe ne ho ye pa esanse eniema a 2020 elections ye kom no na ode eniema bi tutu ekwan mu na confusion amanfo authority na wanti bi ti se new voters register ode by amanfo authority wanti kofa nsem bebre no nti 2020 election amanfo fa ho ehwere omo nkwa no saa na opese 2024 oye na omode ewi abanima abanya otisi na no Edudzi esisu pi ekase omonim ne plans awafa nyina opeso ode faso ewi abanim de ma MPP na no na ewo good morning Ghana so Edudzi edesa eniama a okire se isi peso oye de wi abanim 2024 etu dwa enu nwa pem akache ndisi fo nyina ya we na omafo mo hadwo mo makwan ema no ensi Mensah ka video no a mepese ebeko ni akoti nsema aye Edudzi edetudwa.
You see, it is convenient to say in the US you can use social security number to vote. But if you recall, even when we did the biometric voter register, even the use of national health insurance card for the purpose of just identifying somebody together with harvesting the person's biometrics, the MPP rushed to the Supreme Court. Possibly you are not aware. I can understand. The claim is that because we have a biometric voters register, it is convenient to do away with the use of the indelible ink. As at 2020, when Madam Jane Mensah was making CI127, right, she knew that we had a biometric register. Because Regulation 32 of CI127 recognizes two modes of verifying a candidate: biometric verification and manual verification. If you recall, Madam Jane Mensah's claim for destroying the previous biometric register and compiling a new one was that she wanted to introduce another layer called what? Facial recognition. You recall? Suddenly we all became experts in facial recognition. Did she use that in the 2020 election? Did she use it? No. Because she knew that that additional layer will make the register stronger. So we had only two options.
She didn't want to make the register stronger.
For whatever is worth. So we had only two options: biometric verification under Regulation 32(1) and manual verification. These two verification modes are recognized under CI127, made by Jane Mensah herself. Now, when you verify somebody manually, what mark will be on the person if there's no indelible ink? Honorable, you have gone through an election. So you should appreciate these dynamics, that there are two modes. Some people, by reason of fiscal limitations, right, you are not able to harvest their biometrics.
Biometrics, okay.
If you look at the Constitution, Article 42, it recognizes only 3 limits to your right to vote. Only 3, nothing more. And it says here, every citizen of Ghana of 18 years of age or above and of sound mind has a right to vote and is entitled to be registered to be a voter. So only 3: citizenship, 18 years and above, and soundness of mind. The consensus is that unless you get medical certification that the person is mad, it's extremely difficult to prove soundness of mind. So if you look at the two political parties, what we have always had the engagement on is citizenship and the issue of minors, right? Now, the CI itself recognizes that there are limitations inherently in the biometric register, and therefore introduce another layer called manual verification. You see, Joseph Stalin of Great Russia once made a point. He said, the people who vote don't matter. The people who matter are those who count the votes. Yes, Joseph Stalin. You know why? You know why? A mischievous electoral commission official can decide to do more manual verification than biometric. And once she does it, do you know the end result? Without the indelible ink, multiple voting. And all you need to do is to ensure that if there are 750 registered voters here, ensure that only 700. So the question of overvoting does not arise. And this is what Jane Mensah wants to do. She is not aware we know her plans. Look, and you see the thing that we say.
This is what you are alleging.
No, the thing that we say, we are not, as it were, just sitting somewhere. She did it in the 2020 election. Do you know what she did?
Was she
the 2020?
Was she at the polling center?
Oh, I'll let you know.
No, lawyer.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
When Parliament passed CI 127. In CI 127, as the schedule, it has a schedule. The forms of each of the documents to be used for the election. One of the documents is Form 8B. Anybody who has been part of our election knows that Form 8B is the presidential statement of election for the president. In that, what Parliament approved, that is attached to the CI 127, there are two columns. The last column is ballot accounting. The reason for ballot accounting is to ensure that you account for each one of the ballot papers issued. And the reasoning is that if you have a situation where Honorable Adomako here is going into an election, right? And you cannot account for the ballot, it allows for manipulation of votes. So you know what Parliament did? The schedule, the Form 8B that Parliament approved, had a column under paragraph 6. That column is divided into two. A, number of persons biometrically verified, that is using the BVD. Then you have number of persons manually verified. The reason for the distinction is that if 100 people are verified by the biometrics, right, and you have 200 people being verified manually, any manipulation of the manual verification will go against you. Do you know what Madam Jane Mensah did in the 2020 election result? Do you know what she did?
Allegation.
No. Fact. The Form 8B that she caused InnoLink and others to print for the 2020 election, she deleted the number of persons to be verified biometrically. Yes.
And you have the form.
Yes. You know I'm coming. So anybody that has been part of our election, the 2020 election itself nearly had a security challenge. It has to take Chief of Staff a national security meeting.
How did you fail to present?
No. Hold on.
You were in court.
No, that was a different matter for the register itself.
Yes.
But what has been the outcome of the judicial processes? What has been the outcome? Please, listen to me carefully. It became almost a national security issue. So she quickly came out and said, okay, yes, the forms have been printed. It's less than a week to election. So she's introducing a stamp.
Oh.
And so when you are done, now state the number of persons biometrically verified in the stamp.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Parliament in its own wisdom created a form to have a column for the number of persons verified biometric. She ignored it. Do you know why? She wanted a platform for ballot staffing. using the manual verification system.
All your readings are just allegations.
No,
you've seen the states, but
you've not been part of an election process. Even this one.
What her thinking is behind the omissions that you have seen. You are analyzing it. I appreciate that. But they are allegations.
Listen
right?
to me. I've been part of an election. I've been a polling agent for my party from 2004. I understand elections.
It doesn't mean that every meaning you put to her mistakes.
A mistake.
Yeah.
Look.
From where?
No, listen. Her reason for compiling a new voters register was to enhance the biometric process.
Yes.
So, if anything at all, that should be your priority on any form.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
But you see, it was deliberately done. The use of the stamp after the election, upon verification, more than 10,000 of the patients had no indication of number of persons verified. That opened the election for manipulation. And you think we should sit down and allow this thing to happen again?
No,
it will not.
No one's
but you see,
quickly.
So that, yes, I can. You see, when Madam Jane Mensah appeared before, I don't know whether you're a member of the Special Budget Committee. Are you a member?
I'm
Good.
not.
When she appeared before the Special Budget Committee of Parliament for the approval of her 2020 budget, she never said, okay, I do not have money to buy ink. I cannot buy the, the indelible ink. So I need Parliament to enhance my budget. In fact, Parliament of Ghana did not even disagree with her when she presented her budget in November during the appropriation stage. Everything that she presented, Parliament said, look, we want a fair, free and fair election. If it is money that she is lacking, she had every right to say, look, I need 2 million Ghana cedis, $2 million to buy indelible ink. I don't have it. Contrary to what the law provides. And therefore, Parliament, give me more money. Or because Parliament has not given me money, I am unable. The other thing that you raised, which had to do with the 3 p.m. conversation. See, Ghana, beyond Accra, even in Greater Accra, is a typical rural constituency. This country. If you pick Kumasi, Greater Kumasi, Accra, Tema, a few of the major cities, the rest of our people basically live in rural areas. December 7, 2024 is a Saturday, just as 1996, the same calendar, right? Now you have a situation where, because most of our people are rural, right, there's a high possibility that on that day the person would want to go to farm quickly and come back. And so if you look at queue dynamics, you notice that early morning queues are longer and late evening as well. What people usually do is that they'll just want to go and do small papapa and come back. So when you close polls at 3 p.m., the danger is that you are deliberately going to disenfranchise people. And even more...
But you don't think that people will adjust their times if they know that the Electoral Commission has moved the time?
For over 32 years, we have had 8 elections. They close poll at 5 p.m. If the thing is not broken, why do you want to fix it?
Okay.
Even more importantly, if you pick a constituency like Afran Plains North, the district capital is Donkoku. But you need to go to island communities like Dija, Mami Krobo, and all of those things. You are transporting electoral materials from Donkoku to these remote islands. Sometimes by the time materials get there, it's almost 9 a.m., the day of election. If you pick a constituency that you even say is in the middle of Volta, Northton, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwe's constituency, the constituency stretches up to Juapong.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the district capital is in Bato, Fojoku, Dofo, Togome. All those adjoining villages. Getting electoral materials to them takes time. And so if you have a situation where electoral materials get to you by 9 a.m., when polls are supposed to start at 7, and you are closing at 3 p.m., The danger is there. And that is why we are saying that Madam J. Mensah's understanding of Ghana to be airport residential area, that is not the case.
Okay.
Me, my village, where I grew up in Kwanta, there are villages like Keri, Kwe, Jerekpanga, and others. Far, sometimes 94 kilometers to get to the district capital. Yes, these are not jokes. The reality of Ghana's topography is not monolithic. So Madam J. Mensah cannot be sitting in the comfort of her Accra home or office and be making these kind of rules that do not recognize the numerous dynamics that we have as far as our electoral processes are concerned. That is why we are begging her. She had already committed a cardinal sin with SAR. She cannot continue. Enough of her sins.